Every time. I do it every single time. I don't know why I don't learn. How have I not learned that yet? Like, I'm like the ultimate worst streamer. Anyway. Welcome everyone to the stream. I apologize for my mic being muted. I feel like an absolute bag of nuts right now. I am out for the count. Like, literally out for the count. I have got nothing in me today to do anything. I know my mic is muted. I fixed it. Relax. So yeah, I feel like absolute trash. I look like absolute trash. Like, literally look at me though. It's savage. So yeah, I decided to come do a little stream and hang out with you guys. We're going to do some questions. We're going to do some questions and answers. We're going to try our very best to, later on, maybe today, play some video games with you guys. Do some live stream video gaming. I'm not too sure yet. I know a lot of you really enjoyed the recent Battlefield 3 video that I made on the Thunder Run mission. A lot of fun. I love that game, and I love that mission. It is outstanding. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out today together in the stream and have some fun. I do look like a bag of bolts. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to try my very best to keep into the stream and interact with you guys. So here we go. So, Matt, the plague is confirmed. Yes, I don't know if it's quite the plague. It's just, I mean, I'm not going to go down the man flu route because I don't believe in that crap. But I'm just not feeling great. Yeah, the weather here is not too bad actually today. It's pretty nice out. So yeah, the weather's not too bad. We had that crazy snowstorm. That was savage. It's still melting. We're in the double digits for warm now, so it's going to melt pretty quick. But it's you're so dreary. Shut up, Michael. Yeah. So could this have something to do with the house flooding and the bloody snowstorm? Nah. Take it easy, bro. Chicken soup. Yeah, man. Like, I've had a lot going on lately. I've had a lot of stuff kicking my ass. I've had my the water line burst on my fridge. Which kicked my ass because it flooded the entire main floor. Like, the entire main floor was flooded. We're going to have to redo the whole floor, the drywall in the basement, the insulation in the basement, the cabinets at the bottom are all, like, soaked up the water, so they're all pooched. It's just a mess, honestly. And then we had the snowstorm, which annihilated me. I made it into work, luckily, so I got the 4x4. But a lot of people didn't. So, you know, we've been trying to make up time for things that have been going wrong at work. So, hello, Nathan. Hello, Hallen. Welcome. So, yeah, it's just been a tough start to October. And, you know, October is the time where, you know, Halloween's coming and winter's coming. I feel like we've just bypassed fall completely and gone straight into the freaking winter. It's just savage. YouTube is doing some really, really, really weird things right now. I'm not too sure what's going on. Like, I honestly don't, because my channel is still monetized. I'm still getting views. I'm still in the good books with YouTube. YouTube is still saying, "Yay, you're good." But it's really strange because, honestly, I feel like they've closed a door to me and my channel for a while, and they're only gonna produce and send content to those who are hit by the bell button, which, by the way, thank you everyone who has hit that bell button because it helps me out a lot. But I think that's what's happening. I look at my view counts, and I know a lot of my content lately is not, you know, the stuff you guys love, the military review stuff, because sometimes I just want a break. I just want some time. Thank you for subscribing, SRCC. Sometimes I just want a break from making military content. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of research. It can be dry for me to make sometimes, and although I love military equipment, I like to have some fun too. So I know a lot of you have been seeing content that isn't quite what you expect, and it's not your normal stuff. I get it. Look, I'm not gonna pretend and say that, you know, my content is the crispest that it's ever been. Oh, thank you, Magic Bat, for your donation there. That's an awesome name, by the way. A funny story for you about a bat. A colleague of mine in the Army Reserves, he's a fireman, and he hurt himself. He went into after he hurt himself, and he took some time off. And then when he went back to work, the first thing he did was, obviously, when a fire call came through, he put his pants on, like the fireproof pants. There's a freaking bat inside of them. There was literally a full-size bat sleeping inside of his fire pants. He was fine, didn't get bitten or anything, but they just, to double check, they've sent him for like a rabies shot, because apparently bats are pretty serious things if you come in contact with them. So I just thought it was hilarious, though, like a fireman getting attacked by a bat in his pants. I can just see him like dancing around with his pants on. Thanks for subscribing, guys. But honestly, it's it's just funny. It's just funny to hear that story. One thing I am noticing... I'm sorry for the cough, guys. I really am. I'm trying my best to keep rolling here. I should be fine, but... Nathan Allen, thank you for the super chats. Thanks for shouting me out. Anytime, man. I try my best to interact with you all as best as I can. I'm not going to be at 100% today, but I'll try my best to answer your questions and talk to you as much as you can. Giovanni DeRose, back to the balls. Yeah, that's a different problem, I think. Don't forget that big chunk of people that joined for the gaming side of the channel. Yes, Saintins, I do agree. You know, my channel goes in sort of all sorts of directions, right? So it initially started with gaming, then it went into military review of equipment, then it sort of opened up the door to, you know, comedy and some skits, which a lot of them I had to take down, like my Mong videos, because they're not appropriate for the career that I'm in anymore, which is unfortunate because they were really popular videos, and they were a lot of fun to make, and I thought they were hilarious. But unfortunately, my career has deemed them not feasible, so all the Hmong-related videos have been taken down. If you're new to my channel and you never saw those videos, I'm sure someone around will find them for you. They're absolutely great fun to make. So they all kind of chopped down, so my comedy side of the channel reduced. Then I went into, obviously, the Canadian Armed Forces, and I started looking into doing more sort of real point-of-view content, you know, actually first person and filming my life, vlogging, so to speak. I'm not a big fan of the vlogging scene, you know, I'm not like... Whereas, like, Casey Neistat and all that sort of stuff. It's just not me. I don't want you guys involved in my family life and my day-to-day life. Like, you've come here to watch stuff that's relevant outside of your family life. Why do you want to watch someone else's family? To me, it's baffling that people watch that stuff. I'm not a big fan of the whole vlogging thing. I think it's kind of strange to watch people take their camera and film them throughout their entire day. I'm going to work. I'm going to the grocery store. I don't give a crap. Like, it's just kind of strange. I'm not judging those YouTubers. I'm just saying to me, it's not my style. Sometimes I do it a little bit, but not to the extent they do. And then finally, we're going back to sort of the military review content and sort of hypothetical questions. You know, what would happen if this happened, or what would happen if this happened? And reviewing these games, which I guess you guys are really enjoying, like Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts. So, but YouTube's just doing some really weird things, and it's frustrating because there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to fix it. There's no way to correct it. I am sick, but yes, I'm very sick. I feel like absolute garbage, so I apologize if I come across that way. But yeah, it's just strange. It's frustrating because you work your ass off. I'm gonna definitely have to say that YouTube does not care for what you say. You can talk to the bots because that's all you're ever talking to when you message them is bots. They lie and pretend that they're real people. They're not real people. They have very clever technology like Siri from the iPhone and the Apple products that interact with you as if a human being would be. It's the same thing for many other platforms out there. It's just kind of funny. So, have I heard of Warhammer 40k? Come on, man. I wasn't born under a rock. I've done a video on Warhammer 40k. I actually did a video on the... Crap. I don't know which vehicle it is. It's the mech with the two guns on the side. I think it's the Dreadnought. I think I did a video on the Dreadnought. So yeah, I have played Warhammer 40k, so... Hey, Relogic, thanks for moderating, bud. And for all my mods, thanks for moderating today. I agree with personal life, I want military stuff. Yeah, like, you know, I don't come onto YouTube to watch other people's lives. Like, it just seems kind of strange. Like, yeah, of course, you see some of my lifestyle with, like, going to the range or my military career, but... Do you really want to see me driving my car up and down the highway and making... Hold on a second, I gotta be careful here, because I eat my own words. I have done some cooking with Matsimuses, but they're live streams. They're not actually videos that I'm dedicating to creating content to watch me cooking things. Is every British regular soldier have to deploy overseas? If they ask you to and you're in the regular force, yes, they will send you, for sure. It's not a choice. If you sign that dotted line and they want to send you somewhere, you're going to go. How's the phone with the 3 cameras do the same thing? So, folks, yes, Relogic made a very good statement today. I have finally got myself a new iPhone. The iPhone 11 Pro Max. It is a beast, and it has a battery life of like 1,000 years. It's the 256. In my town, I was one of the last people to get this size because they are like hotcakes. I turned up at the store at Best Buy and I said, I'm looking for an iPhone 11 Pro Max because it has a really good battery. They're like, man, you are the luckiest man alive. We just got a truck in, and this phone was the only 256 that came in on that shipment for the next however many months. He says they're receiving it through the door right now. They're going to find the box and we'll bring it out to you. There was other people that had kind of, reserved this phone. And they said, well, they said they were going to come back tomorrow, but we don't have a reserve policy, so you're here. If you can wait until they unbox it, then it's yours. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm not waiting 3 months for the phone. So, hey, step drop. So, yeah, it's a really nice phone. I mean, guys, it's an iPhone. I don't do reviews of tech. I'm not that kind of guy. To me, it's just an iPhone with a better battery. That's all I care for. The phone's cameras, yeah, it looks like a little hob. Like a little freaking put your pots and pans on there, you cook some eggs on there. But literally, though, that's what everybody's getting the hype over, is this weird 3-camera thing. My personal opinion is, I just want the battery. I've had this thing on yesterday. I started my day at 5:30 to go to work. It went all the way until midnight, and I was doing a ton of stuff on it. It didn't even break 70%. That is mind-boggling, and that is what I need. I need a phone that can allow me to stream and keep battery for a long time. I know people don't like the iPhone. They're vomiting. Yes, Alexander, I get it. Not everyone likes the iPhone. I like it only for the fact it's just what I'm used to. Okay, everybody's had Androids and Samsungs, and they're all their own niche of phones. It's a phone to me. I don't need it to do all these fancy, weird, and wonderful things. I need it to live stream. I need it to take good footage, good pictures, and surf the internet to work YouTube. That's all I need it for. I don't need all the fancy dumbfangled things. I've got like maybe 7 apps on this thing, if that I require. I know a lot of people, they look at this thing and they're like, yeah, I can put all these cool apps on. No, there's no need for it. So, by the way, you got any plans on getting the F16 DCS? Yes, I would love to, but it's bloody expensive. And it just takes so much time to learn. I want to talk about Squad V16. I haven't got around to talking about Squad for a while, or playing Squad for a while. I've been focused on many other things right now. I love Squad to death, and I need to get back into it. So I will dedicate some time to play it, I promise. Delando, I've already done a 40k equipment review. You can go check it out. I did the Dreadnought, I believe, so you can go check that out. Your views on hypersonic weapons and projectiles. Any video in the future? Greetings from India. Well, greetings from Canada. I haven't looked into it yet. Probably in the future I will look at it, though. Please tell me the name of that song, the intro song to your videos. It is Danny. If I were alone tonight. If I were you tonight. Something like that. I can't even remember, honestly. What do you think about the Austrian Carcia tank? I have no idea how to say that word, but I don't know much about it, so. Opinions on the Raw Marines. How do I become a mod? Tom, my mods are very, very close people to me, so unfortunately, you probably, unless you really get to know me, won't become a mod. My mods have been with my channel for a very long time. I have utmost levels of trust and respect for them, so unfortunately, I can't give you a mod. However, I am releasing a subscription service to my channel soon. Now, I'm not into milking the honeybee of YouTube with the whole subscription-based thing. It's not really me. But YouTube keeps sending me bloody emails and sending me updates and reminders. So make sure you set your subscription service on. We have had subscription service on my channel before. We'll open it back up again. It does open up some perks for you. I'm still working on which perks to put on there. So stay tuned for that. So if you don't, you can't be a mod, but you may potentially be able to become a subscription member and get some perks from that. So, Danny Olsen, if I lose myself tonight. There you go. Thanks, buddy. I will now miss freezer time when Matt uses his new phone. Yeah, you're not going to be going in the freezer anymore. Not with this guy. The battery it stays cool. It's not overheating. I haven't live streamed off it yet, so that's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. So, HK Moses, hope you get well soon, mate. Would we get some tactics videos about mechanized infantry and modern warfare? HK Moses, if you check out my channel, you'll find some videos that I've discussed mechanized infantry and warfare. So, but I will do some more in the future. What do you think about Pegasus 1? I don't know what the hell Pegasus 1 is, I'm not going to lie to you. Thank you, Extreme Dreams. Harry Soph, hey Matsimus, I got a selection date for the 28th 29th of October in the army. I need to knock a minute off my time. Any tips to do so? Your time for your 1.5 mile run? Is that what you're talking about? Or you're running? I'm just going to pop out the chat because you guys are messaging me so much I can't keep up with you guys. There we go. I can actually see what you're saying now. Just give me a second. There we go. The best thing to do, my friend, is interval training, or fartlek training as it's called. So, sprint, sprint, walk, sprint, jog, walk, sprint, walk, jog. You're trying to get your heart to work really hard and then relax. Work really hard and relax. That's how you're going to get your mile-and-a-half time down. Don't just go for long-distance runs. It may help a little, but it's nowhere near going to help as much as if you do interval training, circuit training, all those sorts of things. So, what's your favourite APC apart from the Chieftain? Well, I'd like to just remind you that the APC is... the Chieftain is not an APC. An APC is an Armoured Personnel Carrier. The Chieftain is an MBT, or Main Battle Tank. But if it's not the Chieftain, it would be the Challenger 2. Any more Gordon Ramsamus streams? No, we're not going to get any more Gordon Ramsamus streams for a while, cooking with Matsimus, because my kitchen, my main level, is completely trashed. Still have to redo the flooring because of the burst water line from the freezer. So unfortunately, I will not be doing any more major streams for a while when talking about cooking, so I'm sorry about that. Have you heard of the Super Sherman tank? I have not. Teach me about it. What do you think of Modern Warfare? As in the game or the principle? The game, I haven't played it. I'm not into those games. They're really not for me, so... Yeah, for the 2-kilometer run. Yeah, so you need to do interval training, buddy. You need to go on a running track and do sprint for 100 meters, cool down, jog for 100 meters, sprint for 100 meters, cool down, and repeat that like 10, 15 times. Thanks for subscribing. You need to go check out on YouTube. Just type in interval training or circuit fartlek training, F-A-R-T, like a fart, L-E-K. That's how you're going to get your mile-and-a-half time down. There's no point just going on 6-kilometer runs and thinking you're going to get your time down. It will help, but nowhere near as drastically as it would if you do interval training. So, CV90 Master Race. I do love that vehicle. I really do. It's absolutely amazing. Gordon Ramsamus cooks MREs. When I get better, when I'm not sick, maybe we can. We'll cook some MREs in the snow when it starts getting snowy out. Are you officially a Canadian citizen? Yes, I am a Canadian citizen, or I would not be able to serve in the Canadian Armed Forces. Matsimus, I found your channel a few days ago and I'm enjoying your videos. Thank you, Josh Street. I'm glad you enjoy my videos and my content. Thank you and welcome to the Matsimus family. British Explorer, if you were your phone in the fridge. Yes, we're not going to put my phone in the fridge anymore. Seiko Sniper or Arctic Warfare Sniper? I like Seiko rifles and I like Accuracy Internationals as well. Personally, because Accuracy International is British, I'm going to be biased and say go for Accuracy International Arctic Warfare Edition. I own a clone of that too, so yeah, I like them. But please don't keep posting the same question over and over again. Just ask it and I'll try and get around to you. I'll send you a link to it if you want to watch it. What am I watching? Oh, the tank? Or, I can't remember what you asked. I'm sorry. Yes, go to Discord and link me and I'll try and watch it. Yeah, don't talk about politics. I can't talk about politics. Hi. How can anyone be mistaken a pack to an NBC? I don't know. Crazy Jester, stop spamming. Yes, please don't spam. Don't spam. Be nice, guys. Be nice. Curious question. How dangerous would a Panzerfaust for an MBT or an IFE if hit from behind? Well, it depends on the vehicle that you're talking about. Some vehicles have armor penetration capabilities to stop that kind of anti-tank weapon from behind. Some don't. In Modern Warfare, if you were to use a Panzerfaust on some main battle tanks today, you'd probably still do some serious damage because there's not much armor or protection to the rear. There's a Reddit subreddit, rcouch5k, that can help you train run. There you go. Alan Ginu, amazing YouTuber. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. I got a Jet T. Nice. Awesome, man. What do you think of the Rheinmetall large MBT gun, LTC Campbell US Army Reserves? Robert Campbell, yes, I think the 125mm is definitely a capability that we need to start looking at. Personally, I don't think we're quite there yet. There's no point spending a ton of money upgrading a whole fleet of tanks to this gun, because it ain't going to be cheap. It's like restructuring the whole vehicle. The rounds are longer and bigger, therefore your ammo racking, the turret space, everything changes. It's like when people tell me, like, you know, Matsimus, why does the British Army not just upgrade the Challenger 2 to a smoothbore gun? You don't understand. It's not as simple as just changing the barrel and everything's tickety-boo. You just change the barrel and you'll be fine. There is so much infrastructure inside that turret that has to change to accommodate that kind of gun. So it's not as simple as that. It's hugely costly. However, as we know, and I have done a video on, Challenger 2 is looking at getting a 120mm smoothbore. Personally, if I was them, I would just go onto a 125mm, save themselves a lot of time and hassle, upgrade to a bigger gun, and be the highest main battle tank in NATO class with the bigger gun that's available. But it's all about money, folks. It's just what it is. What is your nationality? I am both British and Canadian citizen. Have you ever played Arma 3? 7249 XXL, yes I have. I've got plenty of footage on my channel. Go check it out. It's all there. Just Google Mats or just YouTube Matsimus Armor 3. You'll find it all. In any case, can we have more videos on Chinese equipment? Yes, it's really hard to do videos on Chinese equipment. 3 reasons. First of all, Chinese people get really upset when you talk about their equipment. And especially with me being in the Canadian Armed Forces, it's risky. Second of all, there's very little footage available to some of the more modern Chinese vehicles and equipment. It's hard to find, so I'd have to use pictures. Thirdly, I can't find much information on them, and the stuff that I can find is all in freaking Chinese. So it's hard to talk about a vehicle if I don't know much about the vehicle, you know? So, have you seen the Challenger with the 130mm gun? I don't think it's 130. I think it's a 125. Sorry, 120mm. They're not putting a 130 on there. That would be ridiculous. How are the Canadian MREs? They are good. They're very delicious. You should get into politics. Absolutely no, Omega Sirius. No. I have no interest in politics whatsoever. Do you know the Polish light tank PL-01? Yes, Crazy Jester. I will be doing a video on that in the future. I promise you. Just haven't got around to it yet. If you could return one retired British vehicle to the army, what would it be? That's a really cool question, Tintin Studios. One retired vehicle back to the ranks. I don't know. I think the Saxon would be cool if they updated it and upgraded it. That'd be cool. It's almost like a Husky, old school Husky. The British love their Hesh. Yes, we do. It's not that I don't like politics. It's that I don't... It's just so volatile nowadays. People are like getting death threats over stuff. It's like, for crying out loud, like, be human beings. Be nice to one another. I can't deal with that. Like, it's craziness. You look tired. I have not rested enough, but I cannot sleep. I feel like garbage. I can't breathe properly, so... do you know the Polish light tank PL-01? Yes, Crazy Jester, I just told you that. Matsimus for president. Awesome, we'll check it out. You should take long Fridays with FNF. They do Friday night ops with roughly 50 to 100 people doing PvP scenarios and PvE. Cool, man. Best MRE, British or Canadian? I always loved the British MREs, but they've changed a lot since I was in now. So, I mean, crap, I didn't have an MRE from the Brits since 2010. So, yeah. Oh, it's 130mm. Okay, I'm wrong. I apologize, DC Nolan. Well, that's cool. Kind of crazy, though. That's a big upgrade. That's pretty significant round they're changing there. What advantage does a rifle tank gun give you in comparison to smoothbore? Oh, God. I could go into that discussion all day. There isn't. Unfortunately, the rifle gun does not have an advantage too much over the smoothbore nowadays. Favorite 9mm gun? I like the Beretta 92 FS Inox. I actually owned one. I had to sell it. Enjoying your channel a lot. Keep up the good work. Thanks. Thank you, Vasily. Can you talk about more crazy army toys? C69 or 96 Mauser? I'll try my best. It's hard again to find footage of that, but I will look into it. Have you seen the new brownish camo pattern in person? Do you have any opinions on it? I have seen the Canadian Army brownish camo pattern that we're supposed to be looking at getting. It looks... I mean, it looks like Marpat in my eyes, marine pattern. I always say this. I've never been a huge fan of digitalized camouflage. I know there's a lot of studies and science that goes behind it. Myself, I think it looks horrible. Whether it protects me from, you know, camouflage scenarios, that's another story, but the look of it is... I have a 12-kilometer run at 5 AM, and here I am eating Jollibee and watching Matsimus at 12:40. Go to bed, Jonathan. You got to run. We want you to win that 12K. Go to bed. Yeah, America map, and I know I can translate Chinese, but it's a lot of work. And again, I can't find reputable sources for Chinese equipment. It's not that I don't want to do videos on Chinese equipment. I do. It's just really hard to find good quality sources to talk about Chinese equipment. So, if you were free to choose a tank, which would get a Leopard 2A6? I'm going to try. I'm presuming if I was to pick a tank, which one would I pick out of those tanks? I would probably go for the Leopard. Have you tried the M1 Garand? Yes, it's a lot of fun. Take care, V3. Love you, buddy. Have a good day. Oh, a bowling day. That'll be fun. Have fun, dude. Yes, I have. I'm going to show that. Yes, I have checked out First Sergeant's Little Top's channel. He's awesome. Love his channel. Very underrated channel, honestly. Are you concerned about China's... I can't talk about... What is this song? Oh, God. What's your favourite recoilless rifle? How would you distinguish it from artillery? Someone who doesn't know the difference. My favourite recoilless rifle would probably be the Carl Gustaf. And the way you distinguish it from artillery would be that it's a Carl Gustaf. I am ill, Sputnik. I'm very ill. I appreciate you all stopping by to hang out with me today and cheer me up. I feel like an absolute bag of nuts right now. Do you think the T-72 is still a viable tank? Yes. That's questions asked to me a lot. It's interesting. Yes, I do think it's still a viable tank. What military do you think has the best equipment? It's a really silly statement because I don't know. You'd have to do a lot of research. It's not about the best equipment. Every military has their own specific, strength and quality of equipment that they have. What was your regiment in the British Army? I wasn't in a regiment. I was in a battalion, which was part of a corps known as the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, or the REME. You don't look sick. Well, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that, buddy. At least someone thinks I don't. What about the Eastern World anti-ship missiles? Yes, I will be making a video on that in the future, don't you worry. Have you ever used a sniper? If you did, which sniper rifle was it? Right, I want to make this very clear. Folks, a sniper is not a rifle, okay? A sniper is a role, a person, an individual, a MOS, okay? Snipers are not a rifle. A sniper's rifle is still a rifle that a sniper uses, okay? Snipers, you don't get a rifle that's called a sniper. A sniper is a specific job function, okay? So, please, if you're going to use that terminology, it's super triggering, just like clip and magazine. Drives me nuts. The sniper is the person, the rifle is the rifle. And yes, I have used a sniper's rifle before. Shut up, Relogic, or I'll beat you. If I'm feeling better tomorrow, we'll go to the range. Okay? Relax, you batty. Do you plan on getting into naval vehicles such as large vessels? I've already done a lot of naval videos, actually. I'm not into this music. We need to find some better music here, folks. Whoops. There we go. What is better, tank versus infantry, infantry versus tank? I've already done a video on it. Go check it out. You'll find out what my opinion on that is. Tanks are useless in modern war. Clearly trying to get a reaction out of me there, Tony. Do a video on Indian supersonic missile BrahMos. We'll look into it. You do look more pale than usual, Matt. Tea Earl Grey, hot. Roger that, Michael Prozac. I will definitely look into doing that. Trying to keep up with you guys. Snipers are mostly bolt-action rifles. No, they're not. A sniper is not an object. It is a person. God. It's a role. So a sniper is a person, so is a rifle a gun. Yes, exactly. A sniper is a role. It's like a sapper, or a trooper, or a demolitions expert. It's the exact same thing, right? You don't call a C4 block demolition expert, or... Do you see what I'm saying? Hello, Roland Richards. Join the infantry or the rifles. They're the same thing. Hello from Russia. Make a video about the T90M tank. I already have, Maxi. I've already done it. Hi, Matsimus. What do you think about the video of the Psych Z10 or Augusta 129? Not looked into it. I'll have to have a look. Did you ever train with the Danish forces? No, I did not. Unfortunately, I'd like to. That would be cool. Do you think tanks are a requirement for the modern army? Yes, I do. Do you think a rifle like the M1, M2 carbine would still be viable in combat today? Probably. Will you be doing video on World War II tanks and stuff? In the future, yes. In the long future. MPM. I cannot talk about that, unfortunately, my friend. Matsimus, did you hear the F-22s got tracked by German civilians, some kind of radar hobby recently via passive radar? I did not know that. That's really interesting. Have you used the Timberwolf rifle in squad? Yes, it is awesome. Relogic, I love you too. Matsimus, Dushka or Madus? Ooh. You spelled that wrong, by the way. It says Mac Duke, see. But it'd probably be the M2. I do love the 50 caliber Browning. Which sniper rifle would you rate the best? The Shea Tac, I guess. Macmillan Tac 50. There's a lot of different options. Is mayonnaise a sniper? Yes. V3 it is. Most certainly a sniper. Mayonnaise is a sniper. Now, why are you only playing that, you stupid thing? Need to find some more chill music. Just give me a second, guys. Oh. How much do you like tanks? A lot. How do you feel about Russia building its own V-22 Osprey? Didn't know about it. Hello, Scrub Residue. It's an interesting name you have there. Yes, I am sick. One me VZ. Guys, your names are difficult to say. Holy cow. Is YouTube running out of avatar names? Why you kids call yourself Tim or Bob? Be simple. How the hell am I meant to say that? Knee boopsh. Knee boopsh. Next time I'm in Alberta, I'll slide into your DMs. Roger that. Thank you, Roland, for your kind words. There's probably a marksman named Mayonnaise at one point. You need to sort out some background music. I know I do. Oh, I did not feel good. Matsimus is going to let loose his inner A10 when he sneezes. Let's see if we can get a sneeze out of me today. Hopefully we'll get a sneeze. How do you feel about Russia building its own V-22 Osprey? You literally just asked that, and I just answered it. I have not seen it before. Have you seen some of my grandma's chicken soup? You need some of my grandma's chicken soup. Yes, I probably do. Although I'm not a big fan of chicken soup. Nothing speaks gross to me than getting the innards and gizzards and bone marrow of a chicken and turning it into a liquid. What are you, British or something? What do you think about the Grenadier Guards? A huge amount of respect for them. Served alongside them in Afghanistan, so great bunch of troops. Guarding the old Queen herself as well, of course. If you ever see the Trooping of the Colour, which I would strongly encourage you to go do at some point in your life, it's fantastic seeing them do what they do. Green Beret or Army Rangers? What am I picking? Which one's better? Which one I like more? You're glad to see me suffer. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'm glad to see me suffer too. Sometimes people just deserve it, right? Sometimes you just like to see people suffer. Watch the world burn. I'm glad you see me sick is being a good thing. What tank is the best in your opinion, and what would you do to improve it? Right now, it would probably be the Abrams. And to improve it, give it a bigger gun. Are you going to play Squad V16? Yes, Timo, I will definitely play it when I have time. Hi, Matsimus. How about a video about the Chinese attack helicopters? We've already discussed this, Alex. We've already discussed this, Alex. What is it with you guys saying the same question that I've answered over and over again? I can't find information on them, and it's in Chinese, and I can't find footage on them. So, oh, gracious me. Have you ever been to British military training ground in Canada? MPM, yes. I spent almost 2 years of my life there. Matsimus, fun fact. F117 Nighthawk is based on the publications, I love how you put a K in there for cations, of a Soviet researcher. Interesting. Did not know that. Are you a NIG with a service number not starting with 24? Yeah, probably. Yes. And that's fine. I don't mind that. Indiana Dell is clearly some old, crusty old stripey who did his 22 years and came out as a sergeant. Just kidding. But yes, I am. I have a 25 number, so I am quite happy with that number. Thank you very much. Will we see more SAS US Marine Corps Joint Ops? How am I meant to know that question? Some of your questions are hilarious, guys. Like, I think you think I'm locked into, like, Skynet or something, and that I have every ounce of military data in the world that I can just pass on to you. Hey, Matsimus, what is the current population inside the Pentagon as of right now, this very minute? How many personnel are working in the Pentagon? Beep, 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 beep. 5,225. Like, come on, guys. How the hell am I meant to know if the SAS and the US Marine Corps are going to be doing more future ops in the future? How am I meant to know that? How is that a question that I'm meant to know? Ugh, gross. Gabrielle, I'm putting you on a timeout, bud. Because you're annoying. Matsimus, will you give us a rundown on tank, artillery, optics, and some goodies they offer? Yes, that's a good idea. In the future, I will definitely do that. Matsimus equals Skynet. Yeah, I am Skynet. Old, yes. Crusty, maybe. Sergeant, no. Oh, you must be a... Let me think, what else can he be? Well, he's probably going to be infantry, because infantry tend to be the most triggered when it comes to talking to people who are what he calls his nigs. So I'm presuming he's going to be probably a CSM, maybe a staff sergeant. He might even be an RSM. I'm doubtful. Most RSMs wouldn't really come on a YouTube channel like this, but who knows? Anyway, probably an RSM who did 22 years and served the infantry. Am I right? Probably not, but... How much do you weigh? Too much right now. I am a chunky little monkey right now. I need to lose weight big time, and I just can't seem to do it. I am not doing well with that at all. Like, it's bad. Matsimus, what's your thoughts on war aesthetics for now taking down most of his vids? Hey, Sash Mills, honestly, I have a huge respect for for mixtape and war aesthetics. He's doing his thing. He's adjusting the way he does stuff. He's molding to what he wants his channel to be. You know, sometimes we have epiphanies as YouTubers. We think, this isn't working, this is working. He's adjusting as he sees fit, and I support him wholeheartedly. Like, the guy is a great kid. I think he's awesome. I love his content. I love his work. Even the stuff he says was bad, I love it. Like, he does great work, so... can you film with a GoPro on operation? Depending. Normally you can, you have to get approval. I didn't play in the snow, Larry. I wish I could have played in the snow, but I didn't. Oh, well, I guess I walked in the snow, but that's not what got me a cold. That's a myth. It's not cold that gets you a cold. It would be interesting to see current and developing technologies of active protective systems. Yes, for sure, we will look into that in the future. Sneaky Beaky, not a WO either. Oh, goodness. Maybe you're like a crusty... Well, you're not crusty, so maybe you're a falter. Maybe you're an officer. Maybe, but I'd be very surprised if an officer is calling out a junior soldier for being under the service rank... Oh, sorry, the service number of 2-4. That seems a very un-officer-like thing to do. Joshua May, hello, sir. Hey, man, I know nothing about Canada. Can you guys even own guns? Well, if you watch my channel, you'll know that we can own guns, so yes. Kanwa Vikram, you aren't answering my questions. I'm so sorry, Kanwa. If you look up and down the screen, you'll notice there's almost 122 people trying to message me at the same time. And of course, prioritizing you, particularly for your question, can be difficult to do. So don't take it personally. Just put the question again, and I will try my very best to answer it. Okay? Going to Alberta Military Model Show today. That's awesome for your race. Where is that? Calgary? Edmonton? What's it like being in the Middle East? Hot, smelly, and dusty. What's your favorite MBT? Challenger 2. Do you prefer Sukhoi or Mikoyan fighter aircraft? That's a good question. I don't really have a preference, though. Yes, saying, great YouTuber and misses other stuff. Yeah, he is good. My dad was going to be a staff sergeant but left the army just before he was about to be one. Oh, I'll give him. If you want to lose weight, drink more water. I should probably drink some water, but I don't think it's going to really help me right now into losing weight. What's your... Matsimus, the CRA arrest you have hacked Skynet. Every time anyone says Skynet, I'd have to go... what's your favourite weapon? I don't have a favourite weapon, really, honestly. What do you think about the Nora B-52 SPG or the M84? Not looked into it, I will have to take a look. Thank you for subscribing... Balaman? Interesting name. Is the propellant charge of an artillery round more powerful than a HE shell? No, it's just... the propellant charge is a granular explosive, dual gran, normally, that is creating the compression and the pressure to push the round out. It's not a high explosive. It's not what it's designed to do. Yeah, 122 is a nice number. It's a lot of people here today. Thank you all for joining me today. I am feeling like a rat's butt with this cold, but hey, it is what it is. Did you buy any Johnny 7 toys? No, I would have loved to have bought the Johnny 7 toys. Would have been awesome. I start my first day of reserves training Tuesday. Good for you, Adam. Happy to join the family of the reservists. Well done. In Soviet Russia, gun owns you. Where would you like to be stationed next if you had to pick? Well, I'm not stationed anywhere, but if I could pick somewhere, I would like to go to Edmonton, because there's a big base there and they have tanks. Leopards, in fact. Can you make more videos on the Polish military? I will look into it for sure. Thank you for your service. Get well soon. Greets from Lithuania. Thank you so much. Are military stocks still needed today? Yes, they are. What's your favourite rifle? For me, it would be the Timberwolf. I love that rifle. Calgary. It is in Calgary. Okay, cool. If I ever head to Calgary, I want to try some of your curry. You for sure can do that. I'm going to have to scroll down now because I can't keep up with your questions, so re-ask it if you want to. Do you have a console? Yes, I have a PlayStation 4, but I never use it. I never play it, honestly. Favorite fighter jet? F-22. Deleted uranium rounds. I don't know if that's a thing. You mean depleted uranium rounds? I've done a video on it, Extreme Dreams. Go check it out. Google Matsimus depleted uranium. You will find my video. NPM, what do you think of the Queen Elizabeth class? I actually watched a really cool video of it lately with the F-35s finally landing on the flight deck. Really, really cool. Super happy to see that people are actually, you know, being able to fly their aircraft off the flight deck, which is pretty cool. So yeah, super happy about that. Whoa. Where'd the chat go? There we go, you're back. Sorry, it kind of disappeared for a second there. Whoa. Disappeared again. What's going on? My computer's drunk. Wish I was drunk. There we go. We're back. Sorry, folks. There we go. Matsimus, do you plan on making videos on Russia's new hypersonic missiles? Probably, but just like anything, they're probably very difficult to get information on, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. I'm going to finish Form 5 with a year. Should I join the army or do 6th Form? Good question, good sir. Something you really need to ask yourself. I can't help you with that. Education is extremely important, but personally, you know, there's other things out there that can exceed your life. Were you born in Canada or Britain? Good question. I have done a video on this in the past about why I moved from Britain to Canada. I was born in Britain, so I am British born, Canadian now part of. Hey, John Kenley, welcome. Jesus, Matsimus, drink some bloody water. I will drink some water. I should go. Should I go get a glass of water? I should probably go get a glass of water. Where are you from? I am from southern Alberta. Have you worked with the Italian military? No, I have not. I would love to have some spaghetti with my C1 Ariete. Where's your tea? I don't have any tea. Why do you think I drink tea, Relogic? I clearly don't. I know you made a video on this. What do you think you could do with an unmanned ground vehicles as an artillery soldier? Yes, we could definitely use them. We are using them, in fact. Do sappers go on operational tours? Of course they do. We need engineers, more than anything. What do you think of NATO tanks? I have no idea what they are. What's your trade in the Canadian Armed Forces? Would you recommend to a new recruit? I'm doing my CFAT Monday. Good luck to you, Vox Nihili. I am a artillery gunner. I am 00368 artilleryman. Honestly, you need to pick what you think is the best thing to do for you. New recruit recommendation, get your fitness up. What's your opinion on the Leopard 2A7? Well, this is the thing, guys. If you have questions about military equipment and my opinion on it, I would strongly encourage you to first look on YouTube. My channel is based upon military equipment reviews, so if I haven't done one, then ask the question. But normally you'll get my opinion on what vehicles I like and, you know, my opinions on them, etc. If you just YouTube, Matsimus, this particular piece of equipment, and you'll probably find that I've already done a video on it. Hello, I'm back to see 130 watching. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Surprised as many people watching, actually. Are there any thermobaric tank rounds out there? There probably are, but we don't use any in NATO. Is it possible to shoot tanks using self-propelled artillery? Yes, it is. And in fact, the AS-90s in Canada here, when they come over to do BADIS training, or British Army Training Unit Suffield training, they do direct fire with the guns. They place them flat. They shoot straight at targets. Pretty cool to see. Which aircraft is better, Gripen E or Raphael? I don't know. I haven't really done enough research on the two aircraft to really define as to what is better. Remember that each aircraft has its own specific role. It's like trying to compare an F-16 versus F-22. They're completely different aircraft. Do the UK really need an aircraft carrier? If you have to ask that question, clearly you do not know much about military tactics and doctrine, because yes, the UK needs an aircraft carrier. They're an island. They need the capability to send aircraft around the island and around the world, so yes. The Dutch make the best cheese. Change my mind. Don't know if I can do that. Just wait until you get 1,000 people watching. Never gonna happen. I mean, for crying out loud, I don't think I've ever hit over 150 people watching my channel before, so... Have you served with the Australian Army? No. I don't know where you got that from. In reserves, do you complete BMQ throughout the weekends and weekdays and weekends? No, you complete your BMQ through the weekends if you're on that particular course. Sometimes you'll do BMQ through in the summertime for weeks on end, like 4 or 5 weeks. It all depends on which course you get loaded onto. I wonder if things escalate about Iran, would we face each other? Absolutely not. I don't think it's ever going to happen, and I will never face you. That's a really odd question and a little concerning. Does Canada use leopards? Yes, we do use leopards. Leopard 2A6s. What do you think about the CZ Bren 2? Not really done much research into it, to be honest with you. Why Canada banished the F-35? We haven't. I can't talk about that, unfortunately. Any Chinese Air Force content soon? I will look into it, but again, it's really hard to do Chinese equipment because the content is hard to make because we don't have footage. A lot of the sources that I'm trying to get information from is extremely hard to get sources from. So, you know, when I'm looking for content, I'm looking for high quality content that is reputable and accurate, because I'm not going to share information and tell you about things if it's not accurate information. Thank you for the holy shit. What? What? Skynet. Jeez, Jared, dude, what are you doing, man? Holy cow, man. No, Jared, what? No, you can't be doing that. That is insane, dude. Patreon doesn't like me. Thanks for all you do. PS Skynet. Dude, you're almost buying Skynet there, dude. That's crazy. Thank you so much for your super chat. That is a lot of money to be thrown around on a stranger on YouTube, dude. Thank you, Jared. I really appreciate that. Holy crap. Wow. Thank you, sir. You shouldn't be doing that, though. I would much prefer you spend your money on like your friends or your family or do things fun for yourself. Holy camoli. Dude, thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. Very, very kind of you on that super chat there. Yes. Patreon can be very odd sometimes. It is what it is, but dude, that's killer, man. Like, thank you. You did not have to do that. It's very, very kind of you, but holy smokes. Whew. Thank you, sir. That's kind of hit me a little bit. Like, that's a lot of money to just be thrown at some random YouTuber, dude. Jeez, don't spend it all at once. Do you know where that money's going? I'll tell you where it's going. It's going to go towards a new webcam, because this one, it's a little crispy around the edges. I found a 4K one. The people are going to say, well, it's no difference to 1080p, but I want to have high quality vision and seeing what, you know, I'm sorry, I can't even speak properly right now, Jared, dude. I'm kind of baffled. Like, it's such a weird dynamic, the modern world, really, isn't it? Like, YouTube and donations and stuff. Whew. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who are already Patreons and have donated to me in the past, etc., etc. It really does mean a lot to me. From every ounce of my soul, I can't thank you people enough. Like, to allow me to produce you content and you actually are willing to send me money to, like, it's just a weird dynamic. So I've never really fully understood it. Anyway, thank you again. Where did the artillery howitzers, the King of Battle thing come from? Also, do you think it's still the King of Battle? Yes, I do think the artillery is still the King of Battle. And it came from that technically the artillery is needed in every single battle. Every single battle, you need artillery. And like chess, you need a king. If you don't have your king, you lose. The game is over. So that's where it comes from. Why, my boy? Look at him looking out. Why? I may consider him putting you into a mod. I'm still thinking about it. I know Ghost Dog can be. Ghost Dog, my boy! It's been a while. We need to put you as a mod too. Add moderator. Ghost Dog is now moderator. Good job. Been a long time since I've seen you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. You're probably still putting AMRAAM missiles through the side of MiG-29s in DCS or other games that you're playing around the world today, I'm sure. This may have been asked before, but what are ammo prices like there up in Canada? They're pretty high, I'm not going to lie, and they're pretty expensive. How the heck do you play Arma, chat on Discord, and monitor the live stream at the same time? It's hard, but it can be done. He's asking why, he's not asking me. I feel kind of dumb that I answered that. Have you ever fired a rocket launcher? I have fired a rocket launcher, yes. I fired the Carl G is a recoilless rifle, but I fired that, and I have fired Law before as well, so. Harry says hi. Hey, hold on a second. XHXGS. Who are you? Do I know you? I think I know you. Specifically know you. Skynet. Boop, 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 boop. Are you planning on collaboration with the Chieftain? We have discussed it many times in the past. He is a busy man. I am a busy man. Things are going around. We talked about it. I haven't got around to being... Hey, Liam, bud. How's it going? Yeah, I haven't actually planned anything with the Chieftain yet, but we're going to look into doing it in the future, so... Ghost Runner, hello and welcome. Welcome, everyone. Liam, my boy, how you doing, man? How are you doing? How's life in the world of the UK? Need to get you over here, pal. Be careful, though. Do not announce things. You know what I'm saying here. Just be careful. The British Army now has felt Germany. You mean left Germany? How did you even do that? How did you make left felt? It's not even one letter. It's two letters you misspelt there. Top Shagger Adam. Do you know about Eckenraplan? No, I have no idea what that is. Why Commonwealth armies have both regiments, brigades, divisions, organisation? Well, they're all different organisational structures, so... I don't understand your question, sorry. Matsimus, get better soon. We're going to have a go at Wick sometimes. A go at Wick sometimes? I don't know what you mean by that, my friend. But thank you. I will try my best to get better. Just want to say I like what you do. Thank you, Howard G. I appreciate that very much. Hey, you're going to do some tank-related movies, like T-34 or Fury, maybe. Oh, I got to be careful, though, with the copyright thing, guys. There's so much good content I could make for you, but YouTube won't allow me. They will burn my channel to the ground. There is so much cool stuff I could do. I just can't do it. I've had to delete a ton of my stuff because of that. You know this. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to touch the world of, you know, movies and stuff, so... Oh, and Liam, say hi to Harry for me. Give him a big old kiss, bud. Kiss and hug. Need to meet the little bugger. How do the Canadian Armed Forces deal with the language barriers between French and English-speaking soldiers? Most Quebecois, or people who speak French, can normally speak English too. If they can't, we tend to work with, you know, people who can. It works. We make it work. For the most part, the Canadian Armed Forces is very diverse in being able to have French and English-speaking regiments work together. But normally, for instance, the Vendus, most of them are going to speak French because it's a French-based regiment. So, yeah, it's kind of where that comes from. What's the difference between a howitzer and a gun? Haha. Well, a howitzer, it's all dependent on the length of the barrel. Okay, so I'm not going to get into it right now because it'll take me some time and I want to answer people's questions. But I will do a video on that in the future. It's a really good question. Hey, I know who XHXGS is. My boys. My boys. I hope you're doing good, guys. I really want to get you both over here. For sure. Just be careful what you're announcing, but I do want to get you over here big time. I want you to come hang out with me. We'll, you know, maybe in the summer, come bring over for a couple of weeks. We'll hang out. I really want to get you guys over here. I miss you very, very much. I know I'm not in contact with you much, but I do want to get you here. So, my boys, I miss you. I love you dearly. Yeah, just be careful what you're announcing, okay? As drone and robotics technology progress in military research, do you foresee autonomous combat cyborgs? Jesus, we're going all heavy duty here. I need to get better music here, folks. It's really triggering me that I don't have good background music. Just give me a second here, and I'm going to try my best to get us some good tunes in the background. Music back up. Oh, no, YouTube music. There we go, let's just do that. Holy camole, it's a lot of songs on here. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, back to talking. Does artillery smash in the rooftop? Tanks have roofs, do they? You mean the turret tops? Yes. Of tanks with the high explosive rounds? Yes. Artillery has a specific round called dual purpose, high explosive dual purpose. There are also more complex rounds that have almost a high explosive anti-tank round inside of them that shoot the copper jet from above. They're really cool bits of kit. The high explosive rounds themselves aren't really destined and designed to take out tanks. They're designed to take out infantry in dug-in positions. For the most part, they damage exterior equipment. To take out tanks with artillery, you need HEDP or more complex weapon systems that the artillery can use, like cluster munitions. But there's some really high-tech equipment out there that can be used in the artillery to take out tanks. So is BMQ in the reserves every weekend or the standard one weekend a month? BMQ, or Basic Military Qualification of the Canadian Army, is split into two different routes. You can either do a summer full-time course, or you can do a weekend courses. Those weekend courses will be not once a month. You'll do them probably 3 or 4 times a month. So quite a lot of weekends in a row. They'll normally give you like 1 weekend off, and you'll just keep going until your course is done. You need to speak to your recruiter and your command staff as to how you get booked into those courses. But my personal opinion on this, if you're going to go and do BMQ or any kind of military course in the Canadian Army, try your best to do it full time, like in the summer. Because I did my PLQ, or Primary Leadership Qualification, on the weekends, and it was savage. I did a 5-day work week, and then a straight into the weekend where I got beasted and teaching and a lot of hardcore leadership stuff. So by the end of my PLQ, I was beat. My brain was melted. I felt like mush. I was tired. I was exhausted, pretty much like I feel now. And it was not good for my health, for my family life, for my civilian job. So if you have a civilian job and you want to do BMQ, I would encourage you, or any course, to do it in the summertime. Now, if you're not working, you're not at school, and you have the ability to do that, then do it. But if you're working full-time like I did, yeah, I would definitely consider thinking about what you want to do. Do fully automated batteries, artillery batteries, exist? Yes, but there's never a fully automated. There's a heavily automated, but never fully automated. Can you show the skull pot? The skull pot is actually my Sensi. I'm thinking of getting it turned into a multicam skull. I'm going to hydro dip it and put it in multicam. I think that'd be really cool. What's your favorite rifle you personally shot? Ha, you know the answer to that. L85A2, British Army SA-80. That's what. And then people get so triggered when I say that, but I just loved it. And lo and behold, she sat behind me right there. There she is. It's only an airsoft, but... what's your opinion on the possible joint EU militarization? I can't talk about that, unfortunately. What was life in Great Britain before you moved to Canada? I did not enjoy living in the UK as a young boy. Hence why I joined the army. I wanted to get away from it. I was not enjoying where I lived. I did not enjoy the culture. It just wasn't a good time for me. A lot of people will disagree and say, well, why not? Like, it's great. No, I'm sorry. For me, it wasn't. I had no interest in... I'll check something. Why are you not... It's weird. Okay, let's go fix something, guys. Give me a second. What is happening? Why doesn't this just play into a playlist? That's a little loud. Okay. Oh my god, I'm dying here, guys. Ugh. As an ex-army cadet. Hey, Juan Roberts, thank you for your... Juan. Is it Juan? What's your opinion on the 130mm gun on tanks? Well, firstly, thank you so much for your super chats. I will get back to that previous question. Thank you, Freed Spaghetti. Juan, what's your opinion on 130mm? I think it is time in the modern world to upgrade to a bigger gun, considering the armor packages are changing. Take care, Relogic. Considering the armor packages are changing, but I don't think we're at the point where we have understood the cost of which it's going to take to do that. So... yeah, it's not simple change. But thank you for your super chats there. Very kind of you. I'm still looking at frickin' the $200 that was donated there. It just baffles me. Yeah, sorry guys, I can't speak Greek. I can't speak Greek. I don't know what that means, so... Speak English, please. Sorry, I can't speak Greek. You can see me speaking English. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to speak Greek. Why are so many countries using Leopard 2s? Because they're a good tank. And Germany is very industrial. Or industrious. So they like to sell their products, and it's a good tank, so... Do you know the Chinese HJ-12 and the Indian NAG 3rd generation anti-tank guided missile? I haven't seen it, but I'll have to take a look. 130mm on a tank is viable, depends on the facts of the gun, unless a tank is designed with it from the start. Exactly. It needs to be designed from it from the start, not an upgrade. Please dance. Thoughts on IEDs? I mean, they've killed my friends, so I don't really have, like, a ton of care for them. What do you about Islam? I don't talk about religion or politics, so what do I think about Islam? I don't talk about religion. I'm not religious myself. I don't talk about religion. It's not my place to, so we're not going to talk about it. Spend it on booze. You need lots of fluids. I'm going to go get a drink, actually, guys, 'cause I'm super thirsty, so just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on a bit of an intermission. In fact, I'm just going to leave it live scene. I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a glass of water, okay? Because I'm struggling to speak. I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this dog. Okay. The dog will entertain you whilst I'm away. Hopefully, he stays there. There you go. Be right back. Let's get a glass of water. Oh, I said it so weirdly. Okay, and we're back. The dog has done his duty. He has protected the realm whilst I was away. Now we can... speaking of dogs, Matsimus is still looking for a new puppy. We all know, rest in peace, my beautiful puppy dog. There he is too. Tank. We need to replace my beautiful pup. So we're looking for another puppy. It's just really tight. It's really tough to find a dog that I want right now, so. Whew. When I send my British Army application as a junior soldier, if it gets accepted, do you know when I will be invited to the Army Assessment Centre? I don't know, unfortunately. No, I don't. Lee Shun-suk, how do you think about the Republic of Korea's Army ground warfare capabilities? Do you think that they were really prepared for the defense saw from the Chinese Russian forces? It's a really tough question. It's a coalition, right? So, of course, the Republic of Korea have a ton of equipment. It's hard to say, though. Do I have a fever? I do have a fever. I feel like trash. I mean, hot, cold, hot, cold. Will he be named Challenger? Now, I'm thinking of maybe naming him Gunner. A lot of people have been asking me to name him Gunner, so now that I'm in the artillery, it makes sense. So we're looking at puppies. In fact, I'll see if I can find you the one that I've been looking at. They're not cheap, though, folks. Yeah. Let's see if I can find this picture. Okay, guys, look at this pup. Look at these puppies. If I can get them open for you, just give me a second. Okay, these are the ones we're looking at. Try and get it to... They're the ones we're looking at getting. How cute are they, though? So they are Husky Cross Malamutes. Malamutes. Take care, Ghost Dog. All the best, dude. So that's what we're thinking of getting. They're not cheap. They're like $1,000. They're a crossbreed. I guess we'll see. They're not cheap, so... Crazy Jester, I may have to put you on a timeout, bud. Come on, man. Let's just have a chat and have fun. Let's not be weird and trolly and awkward. There's just no point. Like, let's just talk. Let's talk it out. Yeah, so I am looking at getting a new pup. $1,000 for a puppy is kind of crazy. I've never been into buying dogs. I've always gone to shelters and getting a shelter dog. I'm probably going to take a look at the shelter dog when I can. But, you know, honestly, $1,000 for a dog is tough to spend. I would like to Barry M. Hi, I sent a parcel to your PO box in the UK, so it's delivered. Yes, Barry, I have got a number of parcels here that I haven't opened yet. I tend to do unboxing like every couple of months. So if any of you have sent me anything to my PO box, which if you want to send me anything is in the description box below. Trust me, I haven't ignored you. I just don't like doing one at a time. So I wait until I get enough of them to do them. So yes, Barry, I will open it. Don't worry, sir. I apologize I haven't done it sooner. It will come. I'm just waiting till I get like enough of them to make it justifiable to actually make a video, because I just don't want to keep doing a new video every single time, right? So trust me, I will do the unboxing. I apologize I haven't done it so far, so... Hey, Mats, what did you got? And get well soon. I've just got a cold. It's just a really rough cold. Huskies aren't cheap on the food bill. My dog, he was fine for food. No big deal for me. No, you're right, Han. I can't replace Tank. He is my first and favourite dog. He'll always be my favourite dog. Always be my boy. Love him to death. You can see him, he's over my left shoulder right now, so... Who was the best NCO you served under or with the British Army? What was the qualities that made him stand out from the rest? Wow, that is an outstanding Marks and Sparks, I'm going to take a little bit of time. Someone said Skynet first. I'm going to take a little bit of time on that question, because that's a really cool question and an intelligent one, and one that I think is really, really cool. So, what was the best NCO I served with, and what was the qualities? The best NCO that I ever served with was a corporal, a full corporal, which in the British Army is just corporal, but in the Canadian Army it's a master corporal, in Afghanistan. His name was Fish, Corporal Fish. He was a skinhead, a skinny guy, knew his trade off by heart. He was a tank mechanic through and through, bled oil, this guy. He knew everything about any tank. You could ask him anything about it, he knew everything. He was 100%, 1000% dedicated to being a tank mechanic. Good for him. And he was a huge role model for me. Now, I only was around for him for about 7 months. I didn't get a huge amount of time with him, but the time that I did have with him, he taught me a ton of stuff technically and in terms of experience. And don't worry, guys, I will get to your questions. Just take a breather about asking them, because I'm going to spend a couple of minutes on this question, because I think it's a really cool one. So keep messaging. Thank you, Wavy Wade. Keep messaging, but just let me finish this question answer, and then I'll get around to the rest here. So anyway, Corporal Fish, great guy, tons of experience, really, really nice, and the qualities that he... What are we listening to? So some of the qualities that he had, and for me that really appealed to me, is his relatability to his troops, right? One thing I find very fascinating, in the Canadian Army anyway, is respect is earned, it is not demanded, right? You can get respect in a few ways. You can force respect, so you tell someone, you're going to respect me because I have this rank, you're going to respect me because I've earned this position. Or you get respect from respecting that individual, right? Respecting the person you're leading. And he was so good at it because he was in a really challenging position. Thank you so much for the super chats. Oh my god. Pseudologia for Tintiska. Let me just quickly answer this one. Singapore W200 Leopard 2 A4 to A7 upgrade them all with ADS, ADT, EIOP, etc. Are they still up to the challenge in a very challenging situation? Very good question. I'll quickly answer this one. I'll get back to my previous one. I think Leopard 2 A7s are definitely up to the par. A lot of people have said that Leopards being destroyed in Iraq and such, when they got, you know, handed out in Syria, they got handed out to the rebels and stuff there. They got destroyed. They're like, Leopards suck. Look, there's some weaknesses on it, but they were the most underperforming and under-armoured Leopards you can get. When you put a full Leopard 2A7 fully upgraded with all the equipment that you're talking about, I think it's probably one of the best tanks that are available. Similar to like the M1A2, M1A2 SEP, or sort of more modern variants of upgrades coming out for the Abrams. Challenger is the same thing with the Black Knight, but still not quite, I think, on par with the Leopard and the Abrams. But anyway, so yes, I do think they have a lot of get up and go still left inside them. Anyway, back to my previous statement. So, like I said, respect is not something you force upon troops. And in the Canadian Army, I notice, it's a strange thing to notice, is a lot of people, they get that feeling that they should be respected because they've been given a rank. Now, granted, you should be, right? You've earned your place to say, hey, I've worked my ass off to get this rank. I deserve respect. Okay, great. You do. I agree with you. But when it comes to interpersonal ability and talking to someone and interacting with that individual and making them want to work for you and want to perform for you, you have to respect them first. And he was so good at it. He taught me that shouting at someone and screaming at someone constantly, or getting in their face, or making these silos, like making these walls in front of the junior ranks to the medium to the senior ranks, was not the way to go about doing it. He was talking to sergeants like, you know, respectfully, right? He asked sergeants respectfully, but the sergeants did the same thing to him. They talked to him with respect. They weren't shouting at him to go do stuff. And it's a principle that I work on very heavily. If you're doing something wrong, you're going to get jacked up, right? And you're going to get in trouble, and you deserve it. But if you're just on a day-to-day doing jobs and going about your daily business, there's no point being an antsy asshole and thinking because you have a rank on your chest that you have this power and authority and respect that is demanded from your troops. It doesn't work like that. I've learned from my experience in the military, and even in my civilian career, it doesn't work like that. Authority is not something that gives you respect. It's something that allows you to build upon it. And he taught me that very well in Afghanistan. His level of respect towards his fellow soldier was very high. So, to me, really, really cool. Matsimus, what's your thoughts on JDAMs? Well, they're big bombs, so they're pretty cool. In fact, the first time I ever played F-22 Lightning, which was a Nova Logic game, those of you know what Nova Logic is, I learned what JDAMs were. And I called them JDAMs when I was a kid playing this game. I was like, yeah, I'm going to launch a JDAM. And I had no idea what a JDAM was. And I researched it. I'm like, whoa, these things are pretty cool. They actually got like tech on them. Almost dumb bombs, but... Sasha Mills, thoughts on the Australian Army? Massive respect for the Aussies. Huge respect for our Australian brothers and sisters. I actually have a very good friend of mine, Sheldrake, who is one of my mods and active, huge participant of my channel and my community, who is a artillery gunner from the Australian Army. So, yeah, huge respect for them. Also, hooray for Moabs. Yes, Mother of all bombs is a very interesting principle of warfare, really, isn't it? Hello, Matsimus. I'm watching you from Romania. Cool, man. Time is it there in Romania? Should be pretty late, I'm presuming. What's the best ATGM in the Matsimus' opinion? I do like my Javelin. I have to admit, the Javelin is pretty freaking cool. How do you think about the K9 self-propelled howitzers with the SPG-PH? Wow, that's a good question. I think they're all very comparable. The PZH-2000 is probably one of my favourite self-propelled guns. It's pretty impressive. Have you seen the new LAV 6s? Do they look any different than LAV 3s? I have seen some modernised LAVs, but I'm not too sure the differences. Are the adult infantry fitness requirements the same for junior soldiers? No. Depending on your age group, they change a little bit. I'm not too sure what the basic requirements are, but they do change a little bit. Matt, have you considered building Lego tanks from Brickmania? That would be cool, but I haven't even built the frickin' models that you guys have sent me in the past. So, let alone building Lego. As a former British member, what do you think is better, DPM camos or MTP camo? I really do like my DPM, but I also like MTP. Personally, MTP is kind of where I'm at. I think it's more relevant to the modern day battlefield. The heavy dark green in some of the urban environments is tough to blend, whereas the MTP mixes nicely. Matsimus, I need to run. Hope you get well soon. Thank you, Josh Street. Appreciate that. Thoughts on the Gurkhas? Best form of infantry from foreign forces in terms of the colonies ever. Like, just amazing troops. Very, very respectful. Really, really nice people. And hard fighters. Thoughts on the B-17 Flying Fortress? My favourite World War II bomber. It's absolutely outstanding. Unfortunately, and I was really sad to hear, there was an accident. A B-17 Flying Fortress actually crashed the other day, killing its crew inside of it, which was really sad to hear. Of course, for the families and the friends who have lost their loved ones in that flight, but also the bomber itself as well. It's a piece of living history, and it's really, really sad. So, kind of brought a little bit of a tear to my eye knowing that that happened. But yeah, the B-17 Flying Fortress is an amazing bomber. If you've ever watched the movie Memphis Belle, God, it's such a good movie. It was my favourite movie as a kid. Still is one of my favourite movies ever. It's a great movie. If you've never watched Memphis Belle before, Memphis, as in place, and Belle, as in Belle, which is the female they based upon the lady that they based upon the aircraft from. Check it out, Memphis Belle. It's a fantastic movie. Thoughts on the Stuka? I don't have much information on World War II vehicles and aircraft. It's not really my niche. It's not really what I'm used to. Hey Matt, I got a Condor modular operation vest yesterday along with some other stuff for my airsoft kit. That's awesome, Long Lost the Roman. Really, really cool. Matsimus is the best YouTuber and the most chill one. Thank you, Marco. It's very kind of you. I feel like crap right now, though. But that's very kind of you said that. Finland is buying 64 new fighters to replace the F-18, and options are F-35, Eurofighter, Dassault Rafale, Saab Gripen, and Super Hornet. What should they buy? All of them. I don't know, man. F-35 would be my personal pick. That's just me. Hey, Matsimus, what do you think about the Philippine Armed Forces? Greetings from the Philippines. Hello, Alex. I was actually talking to a Philippine lady on the phone when trying to upgrade my phone the other day. She was very, very nice, very, very friendly. So, the Philippine Armed Forces, you guys have it hard. I've seen some of the footage of you guys, the GoPros and stuff, in fighting the ISIS, I guess, followers or the sort of terrorist forces in your country. Good gracious, you guys go hard. You go all out. Like, it's impressive. So a lot of respect for you guys. And I have people who I know personally, Filipino friends, really, really cool people. The friendliest people I've ever met, actually. So yeah, good answer on the Gurkhas. Yeah, I love the Gurkhas. Really, really nice people. I enjoyed American Sniper in 6 days. I think, yeah, they're pretty good movies. Hey there, Matsimus. Dutch Recon, 2 times Afghanistan veteran here. I worked side by side with the Aussies and Americans in Cora Valley. Hey, Jackal, that's badass, man. Massive respect for your service, sir. Massive, massive respect for your service. Thank you for joining me on the stream today. Big shout out to you. That is, I know for a fact, a killer valley, a deadly valley. So massive respect to you, bud. Thank you for being on the stream here today. I learned from my family that my great-uncle flew B-17s over Germany, but he went down while on a mission. I'm sorry to hear that, Roland. That's really cool, though, that he was involved in that conflict. I'm sorry that he did not return. Big respect to you, too. Jackal, met up with some Canadians at Kandahar Army Base on the supply run. Great to meet all soldiers from different countries fighting for the same cause. Thanks, Jackal. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, same detail here. I absolutely love the fact that we can work together as different nations. It's really cool when you meet new nations and new people, new soldiers, and you get to come together. It's really cool. So, what's your experiences with drones? I've never really used them. I did get sent a drone in the mail one time from a follower, which was very kind of them. But I've never used like proper drones before, so. I feel like garbage. It's yo boy. I wish you feel better. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yo, I'm 13 and I want to enlist. What can I do to be in shape when the time comes? Will blood thinners and bad eye hurt my ability to enlist? I can't speak to medical conditions legally bred. But if you're 13, you need to focus on your schooling. Really, you do. And get your fitness up. You've got lots of time before you can join. So just focus on school, dude. And your medical side of things, I can't really speak to because you're not old enough really to be recruited, to go to see a recruiter. So you're just going to have to wait. Graham Brain. Alright, fellas, sorry for really being screwed by YouTube. Don't let these effers grind you down, mate. Keep his chin strapped and cracking on the awesome content. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that very much. Take care, Game P. I'm going to go watch your vids now. Thanks, Game P. Memphis Belle, what do you think about the Indian aircraft carriers? They are planning to build the 3rd aircraft carrier. I did not know they even had them, to be honest with you. George Walker Bush, hello, I'm your biggest fan. Thank you. It's really kind that you want to be a fan of me. It's kind of strange. I honestly, when I first started YouTube, I never thought I would have fans. What do you think? Hello from Italy. How are you doing, bro? I'm not doing great, Kaiser Zotak. I'm not doing great. I feel like garbage, man. But thank you for joining me on the stream today. I appreciate you being here. Are you interested in naval combat? Yes, totally I am. Look at my channel. I've done lots of videos on naval combat and ships. Who's your Vladdy? That's awesome. Thoughts on the new camo in the Canadian Armed Forces? I mentioned it earlier, but I'm not a huge fan of digitalized camouflage anyway. But I do like the different color structure. It's kind of nice, so. Jackal, thanks, buddy, and thank you for the great content. Thank you, dude. Thank you for your service. I know that's kind of a cringe thing to tell another soldier. You know what I'm saying. But seriously, though, you've been in some pretty gnarly situations in that valley, so big respect for you. Anthony Burge, yo, buddy, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing okay. My cousin is in the Army stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado. He's a combat medic. Savage. That's awesome, man. Combat medics, huge respect for them, for sure. Ayo, hope you get well soon. Enjoy the videos. Thank you, damn LOL. Appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, I'm physically sick. Like, I'm ill. I'm not sick. Like, yeah, I'm sick, man. I'm sick, brah. I'm sick. No, I'm actually ill. Like, I'm not feeling good. Jax Cleo, greetings from Germany. Greetings from Canada. Right back to you. Greetings from Serbia. Greetings from Canada. Welcome to the stream, everyone. From Florida. Hey, Ron, what's the weather like there, dude? I'm always curious what Florida weather's like. The humidity must be savage there, but I've heard it's really warm too, so... And thank you for your kind words to make me feel better. I appreciate that. Thoughts on Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, my country's army? Vajish Manoa? I have heard that the British Army has trained the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force before, so that's pretty cool. Cool partnership. Thoughts on the Land Rover Defender in the British Army? Juan Roberts, I would love to own my own Land Rover Defender. In fact, if you check out my Facebook, which is in the description box below, I was thinking about buying one. There's one for sale in Alberta right now, where I live, for $12,000, which is pretty cheap. So I'm thinking about getting one, but take your supplements. Thanks, Omega. Any tips for a junior soldier hopefully going to Harrogate? Check out my videos, my friend. Just type in Matsimus Harrogate. It'll come up. And you'll be able to get some information about Harrogate. Greetings from Poland. Hello, AD 1906. I am a hard gainer. I don't know what to do to increase my weight. I am 1.8 meters by 60 kilograms. Kaiser Zotak, dude. It's hard for me to tell. Maybe go see your doctor or your GP and see, like, hey, I want to build up, I want to build some muscle. And they might be able to give you some advice. There's also personal trainers you can talk to. I think you're pretty young right now to be concerned about that. I think you really do just need to... maybe it's the wrong person I'm speaking to, but... go see a personal trainer, honestly. Matsimus, please answer this question. What do you think about the General Dynamics GAU 19 50 caliber BMG machine minigun? Yeah, it's pretty badass. That rotary 3-barreled 50 cal, it's insane. I know they use them on helicopters. I think it's a lot of firepower, but you got to imagine how much ammunition you need to carry for that gun. 50 cal ammo is not light, and to put 2,000 rounds of 50 cal on a vehicle, it's a lot of weight. So 50 caliber ammunition should really be used sparingly. If you load up a vehicle with 2,000 rounds of 50 cal ammunition, which will probably last you 2 or 3 minutes of fire, that's a lot of weight. So they're trying to keep along the 7.62 minigun kind of setup. It's hard to say whether or not it's super effective in a tactical sense, because I've never used one. But I think on heavy-duty vehicles, yes, definitely install them. Why the Abrams doesn't have one of those things on top instead of just the standard 50, who knows? They got lots of power to catch up that extra weight. I own a 2017 Jeep. Wife bought it for me in the sandbox. Nice, man. If you get a Land Rover, you will need to watch Eric the Car Guy. Haha, probably. Thoughts on the new Land Rover Defender? There is no new Land Rover Defender. They've stopped building them. Is Britain Polish? No. I see what you're trying to say there. You should look at Indian aircraft carriers. Oh. Cover your ears, folks. Gross. Save me, Jeebus. What do you think, Matsimus, about the Pop Rad system? I don't know what Pop Rad is. Is that like Pop-Tarts? I have no idea. Adam Lashford, nice new vid. Thank you, sir. Can't even drink properly now. What did you prepare yourself to do in going in the army? Fitness. I prepared myself by doing a lot of fitness. I served in Astan. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, Jax. Appreciate you very much. Do you still drive the Charger? I don't have a Charger X. But when you come over here, you'll be driving it. I drive a GMC Sierra 1500 all-terrain, 6.2 litre. I don't drive a Charger though. That's a Dodge. I drive a GMC. Yeah, but yes, I still drive my big pickup truck. So, and when you come over here, you can come for a drive because you can be you're certainly old enough, and you don't have to have insurance. Come drive. I'll even let you borrow it for the week. Hey Matsimus, in the British Army, do you guys train in bayonet style? Yes, we do. We do practice our bayonet training. Ooh, some gas. Edgy Power, well, feel better and get soon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for making great videos. Thank you, Bandito Al, for being here today, and your kind words. It means a lot to me. Thank you for subscribing, Shanu. I can't see that very well. My Help for Heroes red is not working very well with the text. Do you think the AC-130 can take down an enemy plane? Depends on the plane. Hey, Matthew J, welcome. Can't drive yet, haven't passed. You can drive here. If I'm in the vehicle with you, you can. What do you find more important for domestic defense? Ground, AA defense, or great fighter jet squadrons? Well, I think the fighter jet makes more sense, but it all depends on what kind of setup you're doing, really. Have you seen the trailer for the new Top Gun movie? Yes, I have. It's a little different. Looks pretty cool, though, but it doesn't look like it's too different to the original movie. Currently learning. Yeah, man, it takes time. Don't worry about it. I'll come over here and I'll help you learn. But everything's automatic over here, and I know you're probably learning on a stick or a manual, so... my dad just fixed up an old Land Rover Series 3 and gave her a drive. Oh god, having no power steer on an old car was hard. Yeah, they are hard to drive. Alex or Matsimus, what's your opinions on large-scale naval capital ships such as battleships getting a massive overhaul floating deterrence? Yeah, I mean, Alex, or if you were to get, you know, a Missouri-class battleship, rip all the guns out of it and fill it with a bunch of Tomahawks and cruise missiles and anti-air missiles, then yeah, it would make sense. Can you put the helmet on? Not today, folks. I feel like trash. I'm sorry, I don't want anything on my head that's going to give me more of a headache. Drink some water and change your socks. Any thoughts on the Japanese Defense Force? I haven't really done much research on them, to be honest with you. They got some cool tanks, though. Do you listen to Sabaton? Yes, I do. Everybody asks me that question. It's kind of funny. But yes, I do listen to Sabaton. I got to go. Get well soon. Thank you, AD1906. What unit are you with the CAF? I'm in the artillery. What does your intro Matsimus? Don't forget to change socks, drink water, and eat Motrin. Yeah. My intro is from the game Rise. Any plans on a video about Russian doomsday weapons? Maybe in the future. Frankly, I'm surprised you don't know about Indian aircraft carriers. Only a few countries have it. Indian aircraft carriers cover the whole Indian Ocean. See, and this is why I don't talk about Indian equipment, is because Indians get extremely offended even if you're saying positive things about Indian things. It's like, I really like the Indian main battle tank, and then all of a sudden, it'll be like, why didn't you say you loved the Indian main battle tank? I'm from India, and I think you should love it. Why don't you love it? So I can say something positive about something from India, and I'll still be burnt to the ground. Like, there is no happy medium to discussing anything about India without getting your head ripped off. Like, literally, though, there's nothing positive that I can say about India without getting in trouble. So that's why I just don't talk about Indian stuff or anything relating to India. Literally, though. Lav 6 video. I have done a video on the Lav. Gun laws are very restricted in Germany. How are we doing? We've got pretty good gun laws here, but they are potentially going to change in the future. We have elections coming up, so... Say hello from Northern Ireland. Hello, Alibo. Matsimus, you need a good decongestion and sleep. A few days in bed with a good nurse will help. Yeah, okay. Warships or anti-ship missiles. Anti-ship missiles is the future, folks. I'm sorry, but like I've had conversations and talked about Indian stuff before, and I just have no idea why I can't just say something nice about India. You can't criticize anything about India because they're so patriotic, and I understand it, and they're so passionate about their country, and so am I. But I can take criticism, and I can take... I'm not sensitive. Like, I can take criticism, but you can't do it with the Indian population. I find on YouTube it just turns into an absolute nightmare. It's horrible, and that's why I just don't talk about Indian equipment or Indian military tactics or anything like that. Hello, Keegan. Thanks for subscribing. Lack. Do I know much about RMC? Sadly, I do not. Do I have any thoughts about joining the Special Forces? Alex Luter, if I had, if I was 10 years younger, and, if I was 10 years younger and my lifestyle was changed, I probably would try and go to the Special Forces. But not anymore. Do I have the flu? No, I just have a really gnarly cold. Take care, Aintons. Appreciate your modding, bud. Do you use grid maps when firing artillery or by coordinates or both? All of the above. You should do a video about the Serbian army. I could definitely look into doing that. Take care, long lost the Robin. Hey, Scott G, welcome. The look on his face when he saw the name of that subscriber. Which subscriber? Oh. What do you think is the best gunship? Also, is there a new Defender? Check it out. There is a new Defender. Interesting, I didn't know there was. You seem very hungry here. Have a taco from Los Taracosos, which is better than Taco Casa. Don't at me. Well, thank you for the taco. I will eat your taco. Do you like 40 to 1 song? Not heard it. Or I don't know the name of that song. Do you watch the Rugby World Cup? I do watch rugby, but I'm not really super into it, so... What do you think about high school students in reserves? I have no problem with it. What's the problem with that? Hey, C327 VA vet here from Man U, still active. Am I still active?
Okay. I found this on the web for C327 BFF, or menu still active. Check it out.
Surrey, go away. Surrey just, all of a sudden, just... Like, what the hell? Surrey just piped herself up and was like, yeah, I'm going to talk now. No, Surrey, you won't. Shut up. Okay? I didn't ask you to speak. Omega Sirius, do not ever join the Special Forces. Why? 30mm Bofors. Awesome gun. Awesome, awesome. Got to go. Get well soon, Matsimus. Keep up the excellent content. Thank you, Ron Cook. All the best, bud. Yes, I'm active duty military. I'm in the Army Reserves. Canadian Army Reserves. Matsimus, why isn't any interest from anyone to make heavy armed, badass battleships very updated? Because it costs too much money. It's not the way we're at now. They don't want big ships. They want little ships with lots of tech on them. Yeah, my iPhone's drunk. Siri just decided she was just going to pipe on in. It's like, hold on a second. I don't need you. I don't know what triggered her to start speaking. I didn't say anything. Siri. Siri? Siri. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell... What made that happen? Is the T-55 with ERA any useful? I mean, depends on what you're fighting, but the T-55 is an extremely outdated vehicle now. Does it ever get hard to balance reserve life and normal work life? Oh, you have no idea. Like, yes, beyond all doubt and all measure it does. It gets extremely difficult. But it's you manage it as best you can, so... You got your iPhone sick. Take care, Shuriken250. When I asked you, does the UK deserve an aircraft carrier, you also got mad. At least your tone was... No, I'm not mad. It's just funny. Come play War Thunder. Not right now. I feel like crap, so maybe later. You're throwing your life away in the Special Forces. It's mostly political. Omega Sirius seems to know a lot about the Special Forces. Maybe he was. Siri is Skynet. Beep, 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 beep. Maybe Siri is Skynet. Wow. You just blew my mind. Take care, Tintin Studios. I'm watching you from Romania. I'm a big fan. Awesome. I'm a little concerned that you have 3 revolvers when saying that. Sends Matsimus a full curry banquet. Thank you. Battleships are very vulnerable to air assault. Carriers are vulnerable to missile carriers. Very true. Matsimus, you think the biggest ships we'll see in international waters will be aircraft carriers? Correct. Big ships are just gigantic mass graves these days. Anti-ship weapons. It all depends. There's a lot of tech out there that can stop them nowadays, but with these supersonic missiles, it's a little funky. Battleships, in my opinion. No, battleships, the day of the battleship has ended. Let's just be clear about that. I know we all want them in our minds. Maybe that's a good video suggestion. Maybe that's what I'll do. Battleships. Battleships still needed? Question mark? Future video coming there, folks. Sign it. I was just able to join the military, but since I have epilepsy, they will not allow me if the country is being invaded. I'll probably take a role of the sniper the military needed. I'm sorry to hear that, Marco. I really am. That's a shame, but, you know, there's other things you can do for your country other than serving the military that's just as beneficial, so... I'd love to play with your War Thunder. One day, definitely. Hello, Armor the First. Welcome. Hello, Russian name that I can't say. I believe that's Russian. Thank you, Stefan. I appreciate that. Some good tunes going on in the background here. I'm going to go get another glass of water because I've got to keep hydrated. Thank you for subscribing. I'll be right back. Oh, jeez, McGee's. I'm going to put the puppy back over the sheet so you can look at the puppy whilst I... There we go. Okay. Be right back. Just getting a glass of water. Damn you, cold! Get out of here! Thank you, Kyle. I will try my best to get better. Your vids have been in my feed for some time, but I only subscribed a minute ago. Kind of feel embarrassed. That's okay, Stefan. No worries. I'm glad they're in your feed, though, at least. I'm on the first. I enjoy your videos every day. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Oh. So I've heard nothing back about my inquiry to these puppies. But I feel like crap right now. Really do not feel good. Oh. Bill Murray's in the chat. What's your opinion on the Dragonfire laser system? Explain what that is. Romanian MiG-21 or CF-18 Hornet? Probably the CF-18. Sinus trouble, UC4. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put some C4 up my nose, blast it away. I'm not wearing the helmet. I'm sorry, Greg. My head is killing me right now with this sickness, so. Everybody asks that question. That's why I put it there. The 30mm Gao round. For the A10 Thunderbolt. It's a dummy round. It's just a dummy round. Try some paracetamol. Oh, I love that saying. We don't say paracetamol over here in Canada. We say Tylenol. But yeah, I haven't heard people say that for a long time since being back home in England when people say paracetamol. Were you at the War Aesthetics stream? Yes, I was. Me and War Aesthetics or Mixtape are friends. I love his channel. I think he's awesome. Are you listening to some Russian hard bass? No, I don't know what I'm listening to. Something's in the background though. I know I'm asking about how reserves works, but I just joined. How do you have any tips for me starting? The tips for you starting would be, honestly, focus on your fitness. Fitness is key, and make sure you focus on exactly what you want to be, and ask for tips and hints and tricks from your local recruiter, and they'll be able to help you out. Check out some of my videos on preparing for basic training. Other than that, it's really just focus on your fitness. Really, it's very important, and it's neglected. A lot of people think they're fit, and then they do the test, and they're not fit. So yeah, it's kind of funny, but get your fitness up. Trust me, it's going to help you a lot, whether it be through basic training or just in your day-to-day, whatever you're doing. It's pretty important, honestly. Hey, Mighty Mouse, thank you so much for the super chat donation there. Even though YouTube sucks, we still love your content. Please keep it up. Mighty Mouse SC2, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for your donation on super chats there. I'm going to try my best to keep it up. I know YouTube doesn't like me, and we're going to keep going, but it does take a bit of a hit sometimes. Hey, bro Hamsley, bud. How's it going, man? Matsimus, some fresh air, some fresh sea air might help you clear your sinuses. You needs to go sailing. Guys, I'm going to put Bro Hamsley in here. Bro Hamsley, I want you to go check out Bro Hamsley. He's in the chat. I'm going to put him as a moderator. He is my personal close friend here, best friend in my civilian world. I would like you to go please check out his YouTube channel right now. Bro Hamsley. I'll actually, I'm going to put it in. I'm going to go to his channel here. Give me a second. And I want you to subscribe to him. Oops. He is starting up on Twitch primarily, but he's on YouTube, I guess, now too. So, but yes, Sea of Thieves would be nice to play right now, but I'm not going to have time, buddy. The kids are going to be home from dance and all that stuff soon, so I'm going to have to help with lunch and put the kids down. But maybe after I put the kids to bed, we'll think about something to play. don't think you mentioned it on your Harrogate video. What's the timetable like there, for example, start to finish? It all depends. Times have changed. I find it funny that, I watched a video the other day of Harrogate and it said they did 5 months of training. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the train. It should be 12 months. But I guess it's changed, so I don't know. Yeah, he's just started, Michael, so... But he's on Twitch. Maybe if Bro Hamsley puts his Twitch out there, we can go check him out there. Would you do a video on World War II mechanized infantry? World War II stuff is going to come. Thank you, Jonathan Mills, for subbing, and Jack Selo for subbing. World War II is going to come. It's just, I don't know when yet. I'm still figuring out whether or not I want to start World War II equipment yet. The problem with World War II equipment reviews and stuff like that is... that was a Canadian... Ugh, Brit. I love this guy. He was giving me trouble on War Aesthetics video too. I know, it's disgusting. It's what's worse is I'm a sick Brit. Like, have a cold. So it's even more foul to look at. Would you consider making some kind of series covering obscure and similar armies and their equipment? Yeah, I could look into doing that. I have to go now. See you again soon, and the best of luck. Thank you, Delta Neptune 59. All the best. Okay, it's 5 months for some trades requiring longer phase 2. I see. Well, I did a year, so... And everyone, when I was going through infantry, no matter what you were, did a year, so... Can you give me your best yeet? Well, I'm sick, but I'll try. Yeet! Did you play Medal of Honor? I haven't played Medal of Honor, the newer ones, but I have played it in the past. Is the MiG-29 useful? Yes, it is. For sure it is. Where do you live in the UK? I don't live in the UK. I live in Canada. Which rifle is the best ceremonial gun in your opinion? Ceremonial gun? That's a good question. The M1 Garand? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've been hearing Twitch has banned people for streaming on 2 platforms at the same time. I heard that too, hence why I'm not doing it. So guys, there's Bros Hamley's Twitch stream, Twitch channel. I would strongly encourage you please to go click and follow that stream there. I will put it also in the chat. He's a very good friend of mine and I want to help support him to try and getting into his Twitch world. He's not really a YouTuber, he's more sort of focusing on the Twitch direction, that's cool. He does a lot of gaming. So go check it out. And Matsimus is the best YouTuber, by the way. Shut up, you muppet. But please, guys, go check him out. He's got some good content. He is starting up, so he's new. But I can guarantee you, for the next couple of years, he's going to do outstanding. In terms of gaming, he kills it. He knows games 1,000 times better than I do. Not so much military stuff, more sort of role-playing and there's all sorts of games he plays. So, and we actually play together. There's been some live streams I've done with him in the past on Sea of Thieves and things like that. So please go check him out. Hey Matt, I'm at the college in Lethe and crashed out one point during the storm. Oh crap, Max, that sucks, dude. I heard the college and the university actually closed down that day because it was that snowy. Hope you're okay. Oh, it's 40 weeks for the long course and 20 for the short. Ah, see. Well, I did the full course with everyone, so... there's nothing wrong with a Garand. I just don't think it would be the greatest ceremonial rifle. Hello, Martin Ryder. I love the fact that you called us chaps. Buffering Mind. Hi, it's me, nobody. I like that. I like your avatar. Darth Vader Doggo. That's pretty cool. Bro Hamsley should be on Discord. If he's not, then... I know he's on there. Did I fight in Kosovo? I did not fight in Kosovo, no. I wasn't in Kosovo, I didn't... Yeah. Matsimus deserves 100 million subs. Nah, YouTube will never give me that. I don't think I'll ever hit 1 million subs in my lifetime, to be honest with you. If you do the math and you look it up and see how my analytics work, it actually says I will never... Like, I will die before I hit 1 million subs, so... Where do you used to live in the UK? I lived in County Durham. I was on the FTX with the weekend, all the snow. Ooh, geez, Scott, that would suck. Yeah, that would not be fun doing FTX in that snow. I'm hopefully also going to do the long course. Good for you, man. Is it frequent in the military to get sick while in action? Like, you say you're in Baghdad, in the middle of the enemy fire, you got to puke or diarrhea. Yeah, that's definitely common. Very, very common, man. Like, we threw up and puked all the time. You just got on with it. If you've seen the show Generation Kill, you'll see a really cool scene in which half the platoon is is out of action almost because they're just puking and vomiting. It's not a good time. If Matt wants 100 mil, he has to ask the King PewDiePie for help. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Matsimus, get well soon, bro. I'm going to pack my gear and prepare for 3-week live fire exercise in Germany. They're always great. Take care, Jackal. Big respect to you, sir. Appreciate you being on the stream here today. Do you have any cool war stories? I have lots, but I don't have the time or the energy to tell you of them today. Never say never about subs. I know, but I mean, come on. I mean, 250,000. I'm not going to hit 1 million. That's a crazy amount of time to hit 1 million. What do you think about the 6 716 and 8 car 8 carbine? Great rifles. Thank you so much for your donation again for Solia Fantastica. I've done 2 armies too. SAF and US Army. Get better. Bye. Take care, man. It looks like we've both been dual-purpose soldiers at some point of our lives. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat there. Very kind for you to donate. Can you explain to people how blank rounds can still be deadly? Yeah, blank rounds are firing still propellant out the front. So yes, they are dangerous. If you put your face in front of a blank round being fired from the barrel, it will still blow part of your face off. Okay, so just be careful. Red Effect is a great channel. Amen to that. Red Effect is an amazing channel. I've followed him since day one he started. He was a small little channel. He's going to explode. There's a lot of channels right now that are going to explode. They're going to overtake me. I'm telling you, guys. These channels, these smaller channels that I've been following in the past, they're going to overtake me anytime, and rightly so. They should, because they're fantastic. Yeah, a bunch of the medicine hat cadets had to stay at my squadron because the bus got cancelled. That sucks. Yeah, that does suck. Matsimus, do you think of amphibious planes, bereaved style and valuable? Amphibious planes, yeah, I think they're useful. I don't know how much so nowadays, but... what is your view of the entirety of the Russian-created AK tree? I mean, they're a fantastic firearm and weapons platform. Let's just be honest about that. They really are. Greetings from Colchester, home of the 16th Air Assault Brigade. Out on the piss tonight. Chinese pork balls on the way home. Martin Ryder, my friend. Sorry. I served in Afghanistan with 16 Air Assault. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're having some fun tonight. So, hello, Hike04 or Hio-K4. What's your favorite shotgun and for what reason? I really like the Spas. The Spas is a fantastic shotgun. Do you have Air Force buddies that can teach me how to join the Air Force? I don't have any Air Force buddies right now, no. I remember Red Effect YouTube doesn't recommend me his videos even though I'm subbed. Yep, it happens to us all right now. So, what's your thoughts on the Bradley IFV? Ricky Watson, I have done a video on the Bradley. This is what I tell people when they're asking me about specific pieces of equipment. If you want to ask a question about what my opinion is on it, more than likely if you actually search on YouTube for what you're asking the question for, you will find that I've actually already done a video on it. So yes, I've done a video on the Bradley IFV. Go check it out. I need that music info, Matsimus. There are a bunch of games with Rise in their title. I don't understand what your question is. How much you are in army? I don't know what that question is either. You mean how much do I do army stuff? One weekday night a week, and 1 weekend a month, sometimes 2. What's the worst accident you have witnessed in the military? Oh, I mean, I was involved in one. I went upside down in a Warrior. I went over the top of almost a cliff and went upside down in a Warrior on a fine vehicle. That was the worst accident I've ever witnessed. Being upside down in a tracked vehicle, it's scary. Ricky Watson, oh bad, I'm kind of new to your channel. That's okay, don't worry about it, dude. Just take a Google or do a YouTube search. You'll find that I've actually done a video on the Bradley, so you can go check it out. In close quarters situation, would you rather a rifle or a pistol for breaching a room? Probably a rifle. Check out Covert Cabal. Yes, he is also an outstanding YouTuber. He's going to overtake me anytime soon. He's going to annihilate my channel. He kills it. He has such good research. Very, very good at what he does. He deserves a ton more subscribers than I do. It's an Italian gun. Yes, it is indeed. Thoughts on 6th gen fighter aircraft of the UK? I mean, I'm not an Air Force guy. I'm not a fighter jet guy, so I'm not, like, up to speed on my 6th generation fighter jet stuff. So I do live in Canada, yes. That's a good point, actually. The SMLE would be a good ceremonial rifle. It would definitely be a good rifle, for sure. Oh, I feel like garbage. Where were you deployed in Afghanistan, and why did you go there? To rescue hostages or something else? If so, what was the outcome? I was deployed to Afghanistan in Helmand Province. I was sent there to restore the infrastructure and assist the local forces there to reduce terrorist activity in the area. And the outcome was that we did so, but of course, Afghanistan is a country which has embedded terrorism and insurgency, which is very difficult to handle and to change within the time period that I was there. So the outcome was not much had changed. Yeah, Covert Cabal does very, very good. But some of the stuff he talks about, I'm not allowed to talk about, which is why his channel is very unique to mine, because I'm obligated to not talk about certain things. So get some ginger tea. Yes, I shall. I haven't slept in 3 days. Why on earth have you not slept for 3 days? Go to bed. Why are you on this stream if you can't sleep? I've tried multiple times to explain it, but I gave up. It's just a new laser system for the Royal Navy. Gotta ask though, do you still have cups of tea? I don't drink tea, actually. I'm one of those weird British people that doesn't drink tea. What do you think is lacking in the modern APC? Space? We're trying to compact too much inside of the vehicles. From 1 to 10, how funny is it to witness dictatorship, so-called secret programs failing so hard? Can't comment on that. And I can't comment on that either, Joe. So guys, I've run out of water again, and I think that's a good time to call it quits. It's been a long stream. We've been streaming for 2 hours almost, which is pretty good. And people seem to be dropping out now anyway, so that's all good. Naturally kind of pausing out of the stream. I'm going to thank you all, every single one of you, for being here today and joining me in my sick day. It's been a tough one. It's only going to be a worse weekend as I try and recover from this cold. Because I think I'm on the beginning. I'm going up, not down yet, so we're still getting to the worst parts of it. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you to everyone who has been donating on the super chats there. Very, very kind of you. Really does mean a lot to me. It's going to help the channel out a lot. I can improve my content and the equipment that I need to help you and me get better entertainment value out of the channel. And yeah, that's really it for today, folks. Thank you for helping me getting better. Hopefully I will get better. And I hope you will have a wonderful rest of your weekend wherever you are in the world. We have an international audience today, so lots of different people all over the world. I can't thank you enough for your kind words to make me feel good. And it's been a good stream. I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun. If you want to be notified of any upcoming streams or even my channel videos, then I would suggest you click the little bell button by the subscribe button right now. Do it right now so that you will actually be notified of when a new video comes out straight away. And I'll try not to bug you with too much quality content there that's going to be thrown at you and flood you. But it's a really good thing to have right now because YouTube is doing some really weird things. So click the little bell button. And also really appreciate if you hit the little like button, thumbs up button there, just to it allows my content to be put into the suggested feeds a lot more. You know, the algorithm's kind of messed up as it is right now for military content channels. And that's it, folks. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time. All the best, everyone. Bye-bye.